Hi, this is Joe again with another review. I'm going I'm going to talk about one of the most famous Christmas shows, which of course I'm going to not only try and give a positive review, but also going to criticize it pretty well, and it should be criticized. And that is of course the classic 1964 show, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And I know what some of you are thinking, you already did this show before. The reason why I'm doing it again is because I wasn't satisfied with it, and I wasn't satisfied that I cut off the end of it. Um, so I already deleted that video. I'm going to post this one, or place with this video. Of course, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, of course, originally aired in 1964 on CBS, and it has been airing on CBS every year since, on the CBS television network. And of course, this show, of course, is based on a famous song of the same name. Basically, it's one of those shows, which a lot of the Christmas shows are, based on does a backstory on these famous songs and how Rudolph became, as the song says, the most famous reindeer of all. And of course, it was produced by Rankin and Bass, which of course who are the kings of the Christmas shows. I mean, they produced Rudolph, they did Frosty, they did Twice the Night Before Christmas, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, they wrote Drummer Boy, uh, Frosty the Snowman, and they did a non-Christmas show, The Last Unicorn, which I previously reviewed. Pretty much all these shows I've reviewed already, so please check them out on my YouTube channel. Now, Rudolph is, of course, a story about a little reindeer who was born with a red nose. I guess you could say now a disability, actually a physical disability. And he was like, what nowadays you call physically challenged. And he was born with a red nose, and his nose uh, was a shiny nose, and he could use it as a light. Really, it's a night light. There's one scene where he does use it as a night light, and he does use it to see in the dark and all that stuff. And because of this, his father shunned him. Um, Even Santa Claus shunned him. And there's a Santa Claus is supposed to love and care for everybody, right? He treats Rudolph like crap. His father was probably dying and wanting to eat, reindeer. He treats him like crap. Santa Claus treats him like crap because he has the red nose. I mean, Santa Claus is a racist, okay? In this show, he is made out to be like a piece of crap because Rudolph was born like a red nose. I know a lot of people don't like to criticize Santa Claus, but on this video, I'm going to criticize Santa, right? And everybody else on the show who's pretty much treats Rudolph like a piece of crap because he's born with a red nose and it shines. He has a red shiny nose. Well, so does the Santa Claus. The Miracle on 34th Street has a red shiny nose because he's a fucking drunk. Right? And of course, you gotta see Miracle on 34th Street to get what I'm talking about. But, okay, okay aside, everybody treated Rudolph like crap because of um, his physical disability. Because his nose was different. His nose was unique. Because it was a red nose and shiny it could be a helpful nose. But most people didn't see it. Everybody in the show, except for maybe Rudolph's mother and his girlfriend Clarice, a girl there who likes Rudolph for what he is, didn't care about his red nose or any of this other stuff, and wanted to be friends with Rudolph. But everybody else on this thing treated Rudolph like shit. And it's not, to me, it wasn't right to treat him like that. And of course, this because on CBS was supposed to be like the most liberal, other than NBC, all the major networks, so pretty much a bunch of liberal weenies, uh, does a story like this. The Rudolph was treated like a piece of shit. Even Santa Claus treated like crap. Which is, of course, rare in a Christmas show to have Santa Claus be treated as a bully, pretty much, just like everyone else on the show. Of course, there's also a subplot where Willow's father Donna actually hides his nose. He puts like a black thing, a fake nose on, so people will think that he has a normal nose and everything else. But Willow's voice sounds better than mine right now, because like squeezes his nose. But then, of course, when the fake nose comes off, and that's when everybody starts making fun of him. And Rudolph says, and Santa says, it's too bad he had a good takeoff, because we're playing reindeer games at this point, and we're playing a game called Takeoff. And of course, that's when Rudolph first had a meeting Clarice, and Clarice says, of course, I think you're cute. And of course, that's one of the lines that people make fun of on this show. And Rudolph starts screaming, I'm cute, I'm cute. She thinks I'm cute. And he takes off. Everyone was impressed at how well he's flying. But then, of course, when you find out he actually had a red nose, Santa says, oh, fuck him. He says, Donna, fuck you, and fuck you, buck. Your baby deer. Fuck you, and fuck your son. I'm not gonna have him on my team. Fuck him. He's gonna get a red nose. He's not a normal reindeer, so fuck him. That's pretty much what he's saying on this thing. Excuse my language there, folks, but that's pretty much what he is saying. He's saying screw you, to Donna and to Rudolph. And of course, Rudolph decides after this incident, he decides to run away because he says, hey, they don't want me, they don't need me, so the hell with these guys. So when I was waiting to decide whether or not to run away or not, he runs into Hermie. Now Hermie is an elf. And of course, he's an elf who, like Rudolph, like Misfit. He does not want to make toys. For some reason, only elves make toys in Santa's workshop, and this particular elf does not want to make toys. He just wants to be a dentist of all things. So he gets fired, and he actually decides to quit because he doesn't want to make toys. He wants to be a dentist. He's tired of doing it, and he wants to be a dentist instead. So he runs off and he joins Rudolph. And of course, here's one of the major sticking points for me in the show. For the show, the way the show is presented now, Rudolph, because originally from 1964 to 1999, or 1998 exactly, but starting in 1999 through now, 2015, they put in when Rudolph meets Hermie. In the scene where Rudolph meets Hermie, and Hermie says, hey, why don't we go and look for fame and fortune together? And of course, the two of them sing the song Fame and Fortune. Well, from 1999 up to now, they replaced that song. They used the same scenes, mind you, but they replaced the song with We're a Couple Misfit song, which is a song that has been, recently found back in 1999, and they replaced the Fame and Fortune song with this. But I haven't had a video of Rudolph, or VHS video, and it has the original song, Fame and Fortune song in it. So I see the original version, and there's one of my problems with it. So of course, not only does Rudolph meet up with Hermie, but Hermie and Rudolph meet up with Yukon Cornelius, who is another, I guess you could say, loser. He's like a prospector who couldn't find gold, silver, and gold. And of course, these are two one of the most famous songs that's in, not only in the special, but it's also constantly playing on the radio, and that's of course the song Silver and Gold, which of course I should go back and say that this whole show is narrated by Bill Ives, who portrays Sam the Snowman. Of course, this is also the first show where, I believe it's the first show, Rudolph, that presents a famous store, or a world famous store, as a narrator for the special. And of course, you had Jimmy Germani with Frosty the Snowman, you had Fred Astaire with Santa Claus is Coming to Town, and of course, you also had Andy Griffith for the real sequel for Frosty the Snowman, which is Frosty's Winter Wonderland, and he had an hour and a half special movie special with Rudolph and Frosty Christmas in July with Ethel Merman. Uh, but anyway, Rudolph was actually the first show that actually started this trend where you have a famous star. Blue Eyes was a famous actor and singer, and he sang, of course, he sang the title song Rudolph. He also sang Silver and Bells and Holly Jolly Christmas. All three versions, of course, became big, or three songs, I should say, became big hits. Going on in the story, they ended up escaping from the abominable snowman, uh, or the abominable snow monster, actually, on the north, was constantly chasing Rudolph for the whole show. And they land, or they happen to find the island of misfit toys. And of course, it has a scene where all these toys that's not 100% perfect. You have, of course, a spotted elephant. You had, I don't know what was wrong with the little doll. Uh, I don't know what was wrong with that. And then they singing the song in that scene. But you also had a cowboy wearing an ostrich. You had a Jack in the Box that was actually named Charlie. Um, which is, of course, is not a bad scene at all. But then, of course, when Rudolph, Yukon, and Hermie meet the king of the island of misfit toys, he says, "Oh, we figure since we're misfits ourselves, we can live here." So the king says, "No, this island is for toys alone, toys, and that's it." So of course, Yukon comes up with the line of the show, and of course, if you've seen this line a million times, seen the show every year, he says, "How do you like that? Even among misfits, you're misfits." Well, of course, they spent the night there. But Rudolph says, "Hey, look, the monster's going to get and it's chasing me because of my nose." Excuse me. So I figured you should go on alone, which of course he does. And of course he meets up with a couple of polar bear clubs, plays with them, and just right at that point, and of course the mother of the two cover bears chase him off, which is like a little minor scene there. But of course even the polar bears treat him like crap. So he decides, Rudolph finally decides, "Hey, I'm tired of running already. I want to go back home." It has been rain for a few months. It's been rain for a few months. He decides to go back home. Even after all those months being away and thinking, okay, people's attitude will change towards Rudolph, their attitude will change. But unfortunately, it didn't change, and they still treat Rudolph like shit. So instead of saying, "I don't know what the hell I come back for," you still treat me like crap. You mother effers. You still treat me like shit. So, fuck you guys. I'm going back to where the hell I was before. Um, Instead of doing that, Rudolph goes back home, and of course Santa tells Rudolph that without your father I have no. So he said, "Oh, I take my father's." He said, "You can take your father's place and fly my sleigh." Rudolph, Santa doesn't even offer him at that point. Doesn't offer him anything. So what Rudolph decides to do, he decides to look for his father Donna, his mother, and for Clarice, because his mother and Clarice were gone too, looking for him. And of course, he finds him at the bottom of Snowman uh, cave. And of course, they had a big scene, and they end up getting everybody out. And of course, Hermie the elf yanks all of the monster's teeth out, makes them harmless. So of course, now he's going to be safe. But Yukon decides to fight the monster anyway, and they fall off the cliff. But that's okay because it's a Bumble's bounce. You can take that any way you want. Uh, and of course, everybody is okay after that. But when everybody got back to Santa's castle, everybody all of a sudden apologizes to Rudolph. After all that time, uh, they decided to apologize to Rudolph instead of saying apologizing right then and then, before he ran off, or before he found his parents and Clarice. Santa didn't apologize to him then, uh, or whatever, or after Rudolph sees his parents' life. That's when his father decides, or Donna decides to apologize to him, uh, which is like, to me, it's too little, too late. I think that the song is too late to apologize. Because with me, I want to accept the apology for all the gold in Fort Knox. You know, the way they treated Rudolph. And of course, Santa still never apologized uh, to Rudolph. Uh, I think he eventually did, but it also was too little, too late, in my opinion, for Santa, because now all of a sudden there was a big snowstorm. They hit most of the world at the same time, and so it makes it hard for the sleigh to get through in that storm because of the wind and the snow and the sleet and everything else. So and then Rudolph's nose was going off, and Santa says, "Hey, I got a wonderful idea. When you leave my sleigh because your nose can get through this, your nose is so bright you can get through the storm." Now because Santa needs Rudolph to get through the storm, now he asks him to fly the sleigh. What Rudolph sort of said was, "Fuck you, Santa. Fly your own damn sleigh. You treat me like shit. You shun me. You're supposed to be nice and kind to everybody, but you treat me like crap. My parents treat me like crap. Every reindeer here treat me like crap. So why don't you bail your fat ass out after you treat me like crap my whole life?" Instead of responding naturally, of course, Rudolph's not going to curse. It is a children's show after all, or a family show, and naturally he's not going to curse. But like I did. But Rudolph show said to him, "Look, Santa, you treat me like crap my whole life. You treat me like crap. You ignored me. You didn't want to have anything to do with me because of my nose. Now all of a sudden you need my help because of the storm. Now you expect me to help you? Why don't you knock myself out to save your fat ass when you treat me like crap?" That's how Rudolph should have responded. I mean, this show is dealt with any kind of realism at all. And says, "Why should I forgive you when you treat me like this?" Uh, because I come from the perspective of me being treated lousy when I was in, elementary school, junior high, and high school. So why should I forgive somebody who treated me like shit my whole life? That's why I feel with Rudolph. I mean, the older I get, the more offensive I found that particular part of the storyline. But because everybody treats Rudolph like crap, why should Rudolph forgive them, B, help Santa Claus out, right? And all of a sudden, now, C, he's a big hero. And what makes you think that after he saved everybody, helped Santa Claus out, what makes you think he won't go back the way it was before Rudolph decided to help him out? Huh? But you think that's not going to happen? That Rudolph is not going to be treated like crap because of his nose? I mean, come on. I mean, you gotta be a little realistic here. I don't think that Rudolph should, in any circumstances whatsoever, should forgive Santa Claus and help Santa out. Of course, there was a famous song, you know. So of course, naturally, of course, if Rudolph didn't forgive Santa Claus, of course, because there would be no song really. So of course, he had, in the show, he had to do it, for the premise of the show, and of course for the song itself, because the show is based, obviously, like I said earlier, it is based on the song, but so because of the song, they had to pretty much follow the story in the song, so he had to forgive Santa. He had to do the famous ride on Christmas Eve, but if this show is any kind of realistic, he would have done a Columbine on Santa Claus. What I mean by Columbine is to shoot up Santa Claus, kill Santa with an AK-47 assault rifle, shoot shoot and kill Santa Claus, and shoot and kill all the reindeer, and and everybody else who ever laughed at him because of his nose. That would have been a realistic show. Plus, I'm not in favor of doing that. Not in favor of doing a mass shooting, especially since under the recent circumstances with what happened in California and in Paris. So, for those of you who are affected by that, those two incidents, my apologies. I don't support any these mass shootings, but if this show was any kind of realistic at all, Rudolph should have. Okay, instead of shooting Santa Claus, should have beat the crap out of him. Okay, should have beat the crap out of Santa, beat the crap out of his father, beat the crap out of all the other reindeer who treat him like shit, because that would have been more realistic. Then, of course, rule of forgiveness. Oh, you gotta forgive him. Fuck them. Why should Rudolph, in any way, shape, or form forgive them? Why, because he's Santa fucking Claus here? Come on. He shot them. Santa Claus said I'm not gonna have him on my reindeer, on my sleigh team because of his nose. Now, because I need his help, I accept Rudolph for the nose problem. I mean, come on. I mean, it's not realistic. I'm sorry, it's not realistic. Uh, True, like I said before, they have to do, follow the song. The Rudolph decided to do, the right, lead the sleigh, to lead Santa's sleigh, but he shouldn't have done it. Rudolph should not have done it because the way Santa treated him, and the way his father treated him, and the way all the other reindeer treated him, and of course everybody says, oh, they all are so excited and all this stuff. I mean, yeah, right. You think all the reindeer now all of a sudden because he forgives everybody now all of a sudden everything is finished? Right. Everything with Rudolph that's ever happened to Rudolph before he decides to fly Santa's sleigh, they're gonna go back to that moment and all treat him like crap again, all over again. Um, I mean it is. So why should Rudolph even Rudolph should not have done it. Rudolph should not have done it. But of course, like I said, he was gonna do it anyway because of course he's not gonna have a song. Um, but it is a classic show because of the stop motion animation, because of its Vinky and Bass, the kings of the Christmas shows, like I said earlier. But that scene with Rudolph forgives his Donna, and the way he forgives Santa Claus. That bothers me. As an adult, it bothers me. Even when I was a kid, it says, why should you do it? I felt that Santa didn't really apologize well. I feel they still didn't apologize to Rudolph. He didn't say, I'm sorry, Rudolph, for treating you lousy. I shouldn't have done it. But of course, you can't, like I said earlier, it's too late for any of them in this show to apologize to Rudolph. It's too late for that stuff. There was Rudolph that I can't forgive you for that. Well, why should we give somebody who especially Santa Claus would be nice to everybody, right? Well, in this show, he does a very lousy impression of Santa. He really does. But the show is what it is. Of course, Rudolph's gonna forgive him. You gotta forgive him, forgive him. Even though he treated you like crap, you gotta forgive Santa Claus. You gotta forgive Santa Claus. I mean, come on. Be realistic here, folks. Be realistic. Like I said, if there was any kind of realism, he would shoot them all up with an AK-47 assault rifle. Shoot them all. But that's the only way to end it because after the slave night is over, he's going to be treated like crap again. Guarantee you. They made a sequel. When they have made a couple of sequels to Rudolph, and I did a review before with the Rudolph Sign New Year. But at least that one, nobody might find Rudolph because of his nose. Really, nobody in that show ever really made fun of him for his nose in that one. But the other reindeer probably still treat him lousy. Yeah, guaranteed. And I guarantee you now, if they ever made a sequel with Rudolph, with the other reindeer after the sleigh ride, it probably will go back to the way it was before. Before Rudolph said yes sir and lead your sleigh. Uh, that's my opinion and my view on that deal. So that's my review of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And I can't believe it was like 10 minutes longer than my original video was. Please click on the video, please rate it, feel free to comment on it, please subscribe to my channel, and please forward this video onto your Facebook pages. And you can check out excuse me. You can check out all my videos not only on my YouTube channel, but also you go to rowdyc.com. There's no WDY, C.com. That's the homepage of the Rowdy Reviewer. Um, Chris Moore, the TV Trash guy, he has not only TV Trash videos, but he also has a whole bunch of other content on his website as well. So check them all out. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time. And and I'm not afraid to say this to my subscribers or to my people who view this uh, video. But Merry Christmas, everybody out there. Those of you who celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas, and have a Happy New Year. Catch you next time.